It's early January. Everyone around you is just in the spirit of a fresh start, and it feels so exciting. But in the back of your mind is a quiet little voice. And that voice is telling you, you should be much farther ahead by now. So you start thinking about last year and all the goals that you set but never achieved. What makes it even more strange is that you do have this renewed sense of hope for the future, but there's just this undercurrent of discouragement and cynicism. And this just has you feeling disappointed before you even start. Here's what I know to be true. January 1st is just a day. It's like any other day of the year. It's like August 19th or March 12th. And any day can be a day that you choose to take action, make powerful choices, and show up for yourself. I recently learned about the fresh start effect. So this is where people intentionally wait to start new things, to change their behaviors, or to make decisions until they hit what psychologists call a temporal landmark. This could be the first of the week, the first of the month, or the first of the year. And that's all it is, an arbitrary way that we keep track of how time passes. And I don't think that this should affect how we show up when it comes to achieving our desired outcomes. You shouldn't have to wait until Monday or until the first of the month or a new year to start something. You don't need to catch up to anyone else. There is no rush. In fact, there's no finish line either. The things you're going through right now are things that you're intended to be working on, to be learning from, and to be present to. In other words, you're right where you're supposed to be. Feeling this way, that you're at the right spot in your journey, can actually increase your productivity because you stop trying to force things or rush chaotically to a certain destination. You become incredibly intentional and focused when you know you're exactly where you're meant to be. It may be useful to ask yourself why you feel discouraged or behind by your lack of perceived achievement. What comes to your mind when you ask yourself these questions? Are you comparing your achievements to those of someone else? Are you frustrated with yourself for not following through on things that you said that you'd do? Or are you caught up in the societal pressures to be constantly moving, working, and growing without really identifying if your actions are getting you where you truly want to be? Sometimes it's the simplest moments that can give you the clarity that you need, like stopping what you're doing, getting still, and asking yourself questions like this. Then honestly journal about it. A little side note, sometimes my brain works faster than my hands can type or write, so I will record audio journals and have them transcribed. And I just wanted to give that tip to you in case you're like me and your mind works faster than your hands. If you've found that you're not 100% sure that your active projects and tasks are actually leading you where you want to be, I have a free resource for you to get the clarity that you need and identify your next steps forward. So I will link it below. So today, in January or any other month that you're watching this, choose to do the small, consistent actions that will help you become the person that you want to become and that will grow your business to where you want it to be. I get that small, consistent steps sounds really boring. Trust me, I get it. But the power of this can be demonstrated in a lot of different things. One specifically is nature. It may seem like a single drop of water won't make a difference, but many droplets of water over time can carve out a canyon from stone. It's those daily actions like exercise, drinking your water, writing, reaching out to friends, reading good books that build who you will become. So thinking ahead, who do you want to become? What do you want to be known for? What would you need in order to be that kind of a person? What habits would you need to develop? And what habits would you need to replace? And finally, what's standing in your way of doing those things right now? And is there a way that you can make this easier for yourself? Pick one thing to change today and work on that until it becomes a part of your routine. Then add one new thing and start working on that, and so on. If you're looking for support in identifying and prioritizing those tasks that are going to help you get to your legacy goal, book a happy client audit with me. I would be happy and honored to support you in your journey. Now, if you're like me, you might have thought, well, I can change more than one thing at a time, right? But trying to change everything all at once is a recipe for burnout and disappointment. And for those of you who are asking, but how do I deal with shiny object syndrome? I understand this more than you know. When I was in high school, I wanted to be a part of every club that there was. I wanted to volunteer for every opportunity. I wanted to be on the volleyball team and the lead role in the musical, while also being the president of the Spanish club and taking 2 college classes. And here's what I've learned since then. Time is our only non-renewable resource. There are a lot of fun things that you could do in life. There are a lot of amazing experiences you could have, and there's no possible way that you can experience it all in this lifetime. It's not physically possible. There simply isn't enough time or energy to consume and participate in everything. Which experiences are essential to you, essential to your business, or to building that legacy we've been talking about. You'll know what these are. These are the things that you dream about, the things that get you out of bed in the morning, and the things that keep you up thinking about them at night. Sure, build in time to try something new, exciting, or fun, and it doesn't have to be tied to your business. Having hobbies and running a business are not mutually exclusive. Just remember, your life is like a battery, and you get to choose what you spend your time and energy on. But when your battery is empty, it's empty. And I don't know about you, I don't want to spend the majority of my battery burnt out because I was trying to do all of the things that I kind of wanted to do. I want the parts of my life that I love to be where my energy goes. Now, if you're anything like me, if it's not in your calendar, it's not going to happen. So take time now to slot in time for creativity, family, fun, and pleasure. Whatever it is that you enjoy doing or would like to try, treat it like an appointment with someone very important, because you are. No, I'm serious. Take your calendar out right now and put it in there right now. There's one more thing I want to address regarding shiny object syndrome. In the online business world, we hear from a lot of other business owners on how they made their money. And the ones that make the most money are usually the loudest. If a shiny object would require you to completely pivot your business model or strategy, let's put the brakes on it for just a second while we revisit where we're going. Remember, there are a million ways to make $1 million, and everyone's journey is going to look a little different. Anytime someone's sharing what worked for them, it's tempting to want to jump ship on your existing plan for something that you think will get you there quicker, or one that seems more exciting or fun. But every time you jump ship without taking a step back to consider why, it's like starting back at square one. This is something I have had to learn the hard way over the last 15 years that I've been in business. If I had just trusted myself instead of looking for external validation, I could have achieved my version of success so much faster. And even now, I am tempted and fall prey to shiny object syndrome. But now I learn more quickly and I stick more firmly to my plans. So have some confidence in the plan that you've laid out for yourself and worked so hard for. Put the most important things first in your calendar. Then build trust with yourself by actually doing the things that you say you're going to do, regardless of who's watching. Then lean in with the intent to serve, reach, and impact those who need you. If you need guidance and tools in creating those supportive systems for your business that allow you to really lean in and make progress, the Happy CEO Intensive might be just what you're looking for. And of course, it would be my pleasure to help you. You are a powerful, impactful business owner. Think of all the people who are looking for someone just like you to help them solve their problems. And they need you to show up for them. It is a win-win. You are not behind. You're exactly where you're meant to be. And let's kick whatever is standing in your way in the teeth so that you can move forward with confidence, excitement, and joy. Hey, I did that one right.